Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome to a new video. On my way to the gym, but had to make a quick pit stop at Vitamin Shop to get a re-up on 3D. A little bit of a caffeine addict lately, trying to work on it, but I've been busy and tired, and it's helping. Just quick stop there, get 3D. If you haven't tried 3D, it's great. It's less than $2 a can when you buy a case from Vitamin Shop. Sound like I'm selling it. I'm not. It's just I've spent too much money on energy drinks, and every little bit helps. And it tastes really good. That's done. So now headed to the gym. It's Monday, so I've got a leg day. We'll go. I'll bring you guys with me. We'll hit a leg day, and then I'll give you guys an update. I'm now, I guess, halfway through the challenge. I think I'll have to look at the calendar. I'm pretty sure 4 weeks in now, so starting the 5th week of my 8-week challenge and making great progress. But I'll give you guys an update on that after the workout, and then see what else we got for today. That's it. It's late already, so there won't be that much after this, but headed to the gym, get the leg day in, and I'll see you guys there. Quickly, I'll go through what the leg workout was. So started off with a lying hamstring curl. I'm going to experiment with this a little bit more, but I have in the past enjoyed doing some sort of hamstring curl to start off and warm up the legs a little bit. I don't really know why. I should probably look into why that helps, but I found that it helps before I move into the whatever compound movement or hack squat or whatever it is I'm doing. So I did 4 sets of the lying hamstring curl. Just 4-second eccentric, really controlled, starting off lighter, working my way up a little bit to what you could call working sets, but really just focused on warming up the legs with that. Then moved on to a hack squat. To be honest, guys, I've been a little inconsistent with the leg days, so I'm still kind of like working into pushing weight on the hack squat. So did kind of a middle ground, 8 to 12 reps, 4 sets. With a little bit heavier weight than I've been doing, but again, still working my way into that. Then followed that up with a leg extension, same thing, 4 sets, 8 to 12 reps. At this point, all working sets, so just pushing myself on that. Then ended with the hip abduction, adduction, I can't remember, whichever one is the outside of your hip. Ended with that, just to, for me, that's a weak point, so just trying to emphasize that a little bit and potentially, maybe get into more free weight leg movements, but for now my hips are super weak, so trying to work on that. And then I actually did end with, that wasn't the last thing, I ended with some reverse walks on the the treadmills that have resistance. So basically it's like if you've seen people doing sled pulls, like walking backwards sled pulls, it's basically the equivalent of that. But again, been having a little bit of knee pain in the past, that's helped. So ended with that just to kind of finish off the workout, and hopefully if I stay consistent with that, my knees will improve a little bit like they have done in the past. But anyway, so I'm aware that my leg days are, a little bit beginner, and then compared to maybe some of my other workouts, I'm not pushing as hard yet, but it's honestly it's reflective of how often I've done them. So I have a lot more upper body days than leg days in the bank over the last couple of years, so I'm able to push myself more. I'm more comfortable with it. I know what works for me, what doesn't. Actually, it's probably a good example of, if you're someone who's just getting back into the gym, all of your workouts should look like my leg days until you get your body used to lifting. You figure out what works for you and what doesn't. You get more comfortable with the different lifts, and you can really push yourself harder. So it's probably a direct comparison, if you look at my leg days versus some of the other days, of what your training will transition into as you get more comfortable in the gym, and hopefully my legs will catch up with the rest of my body. At least that's the plan. That wraps up the workout. And then I said I was going to update you. So 4 weeks in, I'm halfway through my 8-week challenge. Started off, I'll confirm the exact weight right here and put my maybe a side-by-side comparison of day 1 versus 4 weeks in, but it started off roughly 181 pounds, and then I'm down this morning to, I think it was 176.4. So approaching 5 pounds down in 4 weeks, which is right on track with where I want to be. I looked at the kind of side-by-side comparison a couple minutes ago, and I've made probably more progress than I even thought. So that's exciting, and just excited to keep pushing. And I think from here to the end is where you're really going to see a change in the physique. So got rid of like a little bit of fluff first, but then I think I'll be able to get to a point where I'm pretty lean and definitely not show ready, but like on the way there. Not that there's any plans to compete, but it's just I want to get to a lean physique that I like, that I can maintain, and I feel like I'll be in a pretty good spot at the end of this 8 weeks if I keep going. So, and I plan on continuing to keep going. So that's the update on the challenge so far. And then I guess, somewhat business-wise, I can share I've been sitting here for the last little bit, just making sure that all of the LLCs that are a part of what we're doing business-wise are registered for the new year, and kind of working through some of the operating agreements on some of those. So I'm excited to kind of share more details on that with you guys, but it is a lot. I think there was 6 total LLCs when you take a look at the structure of everything. So just making sure that I'm not letting anything slip. And right now it's just it's us doing all of that, and yeah, it's fun. I enjoy figuring out how to do it, but also there's some pressure in the unknown to do it right. But yeah, getting advice when I need it, and then when I don't, I'm just learning, researching, and doing, and gaining experience that way. So it's been exciting and fun, challenging at times, but a lot of stuff that I'm excited to share with you guys, hopefully soon. But I know I've already talked about the Relive Health and Wellness Clinic, so there is some stuff that I'm going to start to try to get in the videos more, because there's a bunch of stuff on that I can share because I've already talked about it. So anyway, that is going to wrap up the video for today. Appreciate you guys watching, and see you guys in the next one.